Hi, Jose Gomez from CloudFolios here. I wanted to take a few moments to explain CloudFolios in general so that you as an artist or an art organization or even an art collector can use it to manage your art collections, to manage your exhibits, to manage your exhibition history if you're an artist. But basically, we've created a software package that allows artists, art organizations, or folks that are running art exhibits and art collectors to be able to pull their art together, create an amazing community, but also use the software itself functionally to do the things that they normally do. Now, we've got, again, three different types of use for the software. The first is for the artist. Now, for artists, we give you free uploading and cataloging. It's one of the first goals that we had with the software was to make sure, number one, the artists could get in there, they can upload, they can do all the things they need to do to be able to catalog the art they create. But also, we wanted to make sure that we could do that in a way that's absolutely 100% free. So our first level of membership is actually a free membership that just lets you use the software for its most basic reasons, and that includes the actual cataloging of your art. Now, why is this important, the cataloging of your art? For so many artists, we create things, we create pieces, we create editions, we title our images, we submit them to shows, we put them out there so that folks can see them, purchase them, but we never really take the time to chronicle what we're doing, to put it all in one place, except for those of us that try to create a website out of it, but that becomes outdated so fast because we don't have a real a workflow for doing that. So what we did was we created the artist category of functionality in its most basic level to allow you to go in and do the things you need to do to be able to chronicle your art. And we'll show that in a separate video. Now, this includes uploading, it includes tracking your editions and what works you've actually produced. So for the example of, for example, digital artists, you might have your digital files, for example, digital photography, but you may not have necessarily printed anything yet. Your editions are really, or produced works are really created once you actually print something and you've actually created a physical product. So we distinguish in the system between just a digital image or a concept, some sort of a digital representation, and the actual produced work that could be purchased. We also allow for career management, so you can track your everything from your artist statements to your biography to your exhibition history. By the way, for the individual pieces as well as your career in general, we also allow you to submit to exhibits online, and you can also have a bit of an art inventory. So again, we distinguish between the digital works and the physical works. Once you get into some of the additional levels that we have, so we do have different levels of pricing, you can also add on things like online purchasing. You can add other items like we have a point of sale system so that if you are selling and you are there in your office and your client comes in, you're able to process the order right there. So we include all of that in the different types of memberships. But it's a really, really useful tool for artists. Now, for art collectors, we have a lot of the same type of things. So you can catalog your private collection, you can purchase and sell works, distribute them. We track even the donation of works and where they are at any given time. You can do things, again, an unlimited amount of uploading, so you can do as many pieces as you have. If you have a collection that has 1,000 different pieces, you can chronicle that in our system. We also have a public ledger system that actually tracks the creation, when art was created, when it was transferred. We create serial numbers around all the art so that you're able to track it through its lifetime. And even take orders. So a lot of different great pieces here, and you can create an automatic gallery, which can happen for all three categories of users. And we'll show that again in a separate video. For art organizations, this is organizations that actually you run art exhibits and you're looking to attract artists to submit to your specific exhibits. We have an entire system for doing that. You go in, it's as simple as filling out a form, it creates the exhibit page, and it automates the entire process of online submissions, collecting the submission fees if there is any, and even goes through the process of helping you to curate. We have one of the only systems in the world that allows for group curation, which means that you can actually have more than one curator in there scoring the art. You can use two different types of models, kind of like the American Idol model, where it's like yes or no, thumbs up or thumbs down, or you can actually go through and use our scale of rating. It's a 1 to 5 scale that rates everything from your composition all the way to the concept to an overall rating. And then our system just kind of puts that all in a blender and shows you what's been accepted to the show. And that's with 1 or 100 curators. I mean, you can use as many of them as you want. So it's one of the only systems that lets you do that. With our system here, for art organizations, you can go and you can create a free account, but it will require you to upgrade immediately to the exhibit level so that you're able to start putting your exhibits in. And none of our levels are inexpensive. They are amazingly low price, starting with a free level. So you can go in, play around with the software, maybe go in, catalog some of your art, all the way to our exhibit level. And you can go to our website, CloudFolios.com. Remember that S at the end, CloudFolios.com, and learn more about our different levels and what we have for each individual artist. In some separate videos here, we're going to show you the technology at work, and we'll show you how to do the things that you normally do with it.